What does it mean to actually be an edited version of yourself online? In this very noisy online world where more people are moving into this entrepreneurship and trying to start their own business online, a lot of people think that they need to be somebody else and they need to sound a certain way. I want to actually break or debunk that myth today. This is Grow With Kepo. This is where we get the clarity, direction to finally build the life and business you actually deserve. Welcome to the show. I brought on the expert to do it. I have with me a very special guest. She is a positioning coach and she helps women in their online businesses show up as the unedited and authentic version of themselves and bringing their stories forward so that they don't feel like they need to be anybody else in what they're doing. And as a woman in an online business as well, I know that that is a very, very powerful thing and it could be the make or break of you making it online. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the show, Kayla.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. And I think this really fits in perfectly for what I'm talking about right now because you tried to get me on the podcast last year and I was like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. And I was completely editing myself as what I wholly stand for. And I was just holding myself back, So now we're like tearing back the curtains of everything. And I'm like putting myself out of my comfort zone, which is what I stand for and what I help my clients do. So I think it's just a perfect timing for this.
You're so right. And you all listening, I can tell you and I can testify to the difference in Kayla from even last year to now. And if you don't believe me, when you go to her Instagram, you see her celebrating her first 10K quarter. Okay. So those two things go hand in hand, showing up as yourself and actually making money online, which let's be honest, that's everything we want, right? So tell me what was going on in your brain last year. Cause I remember she didn't particularly say, no, I'm not coming on your podcast. It was just like, it was always like different excuses. One day, like, oh, my dog and the schedule and, so
You have to wash my hair.
I was wash my hair. So tell me what was going through your mind because this is real, right? The people listening to this, they're
Yeah.
always coming up with excuses. Oh, I have to take my sick child to like, okay, but that doesn't take all day, right? So tell me what was going through your mind at that time and what was the shift for you?
Oh, like honestly, it was just an extreme fear of being seen. Like I grew up like very hyper vigilant, very kind of like people pleaser. Like I'll be in the background, like just ignore me, just pretend I'm not here. Like the thought of anyone looking at me or having attention, it still is uncomfortable. Like we're a work in progress. But I was completely ruining my own ability within my online business because I was stopping myself from so many opportunities that even like I just didn't want to be noticed. So like even so much just to slightly go back to kind of where I came from, I started network marketing like 10 years ago in the online space. And it terrified me then to be seen. But what was happening at that stage was I came from a rural town in Ireland and it was like kind of a thing of who does she think she is that she's doing this? The comments on Facebook, it was my personal Facebook. And I thought I was like naive, being like, everyone will be so excited. I'm excited. And I was getting the things of, what is she doing? Like, this is embarrassing. This is like a pyramid scheme, all the things. So it really scared me. It really scared me to be seen. And it nearly proved the point of like, you're shy. Like, Kayla's really shy. She's really soft. Don't be seen. It's dangerous to be seen because when you're seen, you kind of get, negative things. So I hit on that and I really grew that for the past decade. And it came in all aspects of my life. And then when I came back onto the online space, which was 2 years ago, last month, which is crazy, I started Faceless marketing, affiliate marketing, which was huge in that era. But I was like, this is perfect for me. So it was great for baby Kayla at that stage. But it allowed me to be safe. It allowed me to still not come out of my comfort zone. It allowed me to still not be the best version of myself. I was hiding myself in there. So I was kind of jeopardizing my whole ability for the past 2 years, if I'm really honest. I wasn't afraid of like investing in myself and putting myself out there, but I was stopping myself from growing because I wasn't doing the things that needed to be done. So beginning of this year, I really decided like I have to make a change. Like I've invested like 10,000 into my business, into myself, into mentorship that no one else has the answer right now except me. Like I can have all the scripts, I can have all the sales things, but I'm not doing what needs to be done. And things drastically changed. Like in the past 6 months in particular, it's like putting myself out there, sharing my story. I'm all about sharing, being the human in the business, sharing your story. What are the stories that you think aren't important that actually really, really are important? People want to know those. And for me, that's like being vulnerable, being shy, being quiet. You don't need to be the loudest to succeed. You can do all these things. And it's starting to resonate with people. And it started like to have like then the biggest quarter. I'm having like content blowing up. I'm having people finding me within like the same week and going into my high ticket containers within 48 hours. Like even I was shy to share those things. It was like, what am I doing? But until I stopped being scared of being seen and trusting myself.
So here's the thing though, it's still, I'm pretty sure the people from your small town in Ireland are still following you. They still see your stuff, like, or there are still people that you could potentially be scared of being seen by.
Yes, correct. But I started up a completely different profile and I blocked everyone that I knew. And that was what I had to do for myself.
You are right about that. And let me quickly interject because I was watching someone's content online and she said her sister blocked their dad for 5 years online as she was building her personal brand because you're not building it for your friends and family.
Yes. It's like I use an analogy in one of my in one of my clients recently. It was like if your friend's a teacher, you don't just go in into their classroom and watch them teach. Or your friend's a doctor and you're like, can I just go and shadow you? Like you don't do it. So we have to like this is business. Like this is our careers. And people don't always have the right to just come in and like, yes, it's public. Yes, we are very vulnerable, you know, we are out there. But what's the difference in me asking to go and shadow a doctor or shadow a teacher or a nurse or anything? It's like people feel like because you're online, we're, you know, expected to kind of be witnessed all the time. But it's our job at the end of the day. And I had to block people. My partner's still blocked. Like Barry is still blocked from my page. And I still don't. And like one of my reels is doing really good
But you
recently.
know
And he
what?
was,
That's what you needed in this
yes,
time. And that's what that lady was saying. You guys are saying the same thing that
100%.
sometimes you just need to go ahead and block them. Were you in corporate before all of this? Because we're gonna okay, good, because we're going into all of that as well. You know how in most corporate buildings you have your key card to enter the
Yeah,
building. Your
yes.
your family doesn't come in with you. So it's the exact
Literally,
same thing. Block them if you have to. What I have done recently is I didn't even block some people. My own was even more like, why am I even following these people on my account? Why do I feel obligated to follow because we are friends? I don't want to follow your stuff. I don't need your stuff coming up when I'm trying to work. When I go on Instagram, it's for work, it's for business.
yes,
So I just
yes.
I went from in one day I was following 321 people. I went down to 124. I just like, and by the time I'm done, when I'm really done, Kayla is just gonna be 50 people. And then if anybody makes a comment about anything that I post next, they're gonna get blocked.
They're going to get blocked. Yeah, because it's like who gives people the right to do that? Like there's like you don't go in and criticize what people are doing in their job in a normal life.
Exactly. And you're not my boss, and I wouldn't trade places with you. There was even a time that I had a thing, it was with my mom and my aunt, and they were like, why did you put up that particular picture? And I was like, keep talking, I'm gonna block you.
Yeah, we're going.
And she was like, you're gonna block me? I said, yes, it's my business. It's my business. I know how much you love your mom and I know how much you talk about her. I am obsessed with my mom in the same way. Like I love my mom. But I was just like, Mom, keep doing this. You're gonna get blocked very soon. I love you, but I might have to block you because this is work.
100%. I'm so glad that you resonate with that because I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just ignore them," but I'm quite a soft-natured person. I'm a very soft-natured person. They that things like that affect me. So I just gotta put myself first and my business first. It's like we gotta separate the two. And it's the best thing I could have ever done. Ever, ever, ever done.
I'm so glad. What else have you done or stopped doing that has helped you, to just show up consistently as yourself and tell your story?
I'm doing something right now that I'm kind of trying to do a daily challenge with myself, and I'm calling it like becoming unedited, where I'm trying to catch myself every day. And I'm noticing myself from even not posting that day because I'm thinking, oh, that story's not relevant, or like people don't care about that, but they do. Like people want to know the human in their business. So I'm really trying to not overcomplicate how I'm showing up, and showing up with so much rawness and realness that that's what I stand for. And again, it's pushing myself out of my comfort zone. It's doing podcasts. I'm challenging myself to do a podcast every month now, which can you believe I'm saying that? Like,
Round of applause, everybody. Kayla is on a podcast. She's doing it. She's doing it. Obviously, this is proof. Yeah.
yeah, like I'm just like, this is my second one. And like it terrifies me. It absolutely terrifies me, but I'm pushing myself out to do it because I know that it's what's needed. And do you know what? Honestly, as well, seeing a difference in me, like really seeing how I feel. And I'm falling more in love with my business every single day as well, because I'm really being authentic in what it is that I'm talking about. Like I'm being Kayla, I'm showing up as me, I'm sharing my realness, and it's just the best thing. I wish I'd done it 10 years ago, but we have to learn.
You know how they say when the student is ready, then the teacher appears. But I just want to say and just pause and just say how proud I am of you. Like I'm just looking at you, I'm just like, wow. Because
Thank
I
you.
know the conversations that you and I were having even as of October last year, which is what, 10 months ago. And this is the testimony to those of you who are listening or watching the life you want and how you want to feel when you're building something of your own is literally a decision away. Like your life could look and feel completely different from now, like just by deciding the way Killer has decided that, you know what? The answer lies with me. Because, like you said, you invested a lot, you invested tens of thousands with coaches, programs, all these things. But at the end of the day, you had to face yourself in the mirror and say, Kayla, you need to do the stuff that you know that you need to do.
Like no one can do that for you. You've got to get uncomfortable, and you've got to fit, like you say, look in the mirror and face the hard truth. And it's hard. You don't want to admit it, but you realize you're your biggest obstacle. Like you really are your biggest obstacle.
What were you doing before you? Because you know, yeah, you said you had been in online space for 2 years, but you're doing network marketing, and you said you were in a 9 to 5 job at some point. Like,
I've always been in corporate. So my longest role was in a bank, so quite a big bank here in the UK. And I was always in relationship management roles. So I love working with people. Like I've always loved working with people. Like before that, I was doing like sales management with in like shoe shops, and always to do with front facing people roles. And I loved it. Like we had targets and stuff to do. I would always say I don't like sales, but again, it was because I thought that I had to be this loud, vibrant person. But within those roles, I used to do quite well because of how I connected with people. Again, human first, how like making them feel welcome, making them feel important in the company. So my role would be to bring people on board, kind of talk to them about our processes, our services, what it is that we're doing, and then also upselling them into different products within the banking industry. And it was very heavy relationship managed. It was very much like making the customer feel understood, making them feel seen. And I loved it. Like I didn't actually not like my job at all. I've always wanted to have a business. Both my parents were entrepreneurs. Like I've seen it kind of growing up. They both came from nothing. They've both grown, good, successful businesses. And I've seen it. I've seen that work. And I've always wanted to do it, but I never knew in what in I wanted to do. Again, it was a confidence thing of thinking I can't do that. So COVID hit, as you know, that was like huge all over the world and massively affected jobs. I was working from home from quite a long period, and we were all made redundant. And it just got me thinking, one, I don't want to rely on someone else to survive my salary, getting into debt, getting into I can't pay my bills. I'm really struggling financially because I've no income and there was no work out there. And then just this thing of, I know that I can do this. Like, I really want to help people. Like, it makes me excited when women are winning. It makes me excited when women are like, I have a passion. I want to roll with something. I'm like, let's go. Like, let's do it. But I genuinely didn't know how that looked. So I didn't really know how to put all of this together, but I knew I loved working with people with a bigger passion and then wanting to do that. So I feel like it kind of came like from, I was pushed back into it really with COVID again. But again, I was like this. I was waving up and down because of my confidence. I would stop myself doing it again. So it's been a journey. It's been a long, long journey of self development, working, figuring it out, trial and error, a lot of failures, and just trying to get back up and just keep going again and again. And I was mentoring in that role as well. Like in that role, I would mentor colleagues. We all had different areas that we'd look after, and mine was like the learning part. Like we would do monthly mentoring, but I didn't think that was enough proof. You know, I was always giving myself a reason why I can't have this as my business. Um, so again, a lot of inner work, a lot of self belief.
It sounds like when you first started out versus where you are now looks completely different. What did you think it was going to be at the time when you're like, oh, I love working with women who are like, I want to build something of my own. They're like, let's go to where you are today. Like, what's the difference in what you envisioned versus what you're doing now?
It's funny, like I always thought I would do like some sort of therapy. Like I always thought I would do, and I'd done like NLP courses, I'd done like coaching certs, like all through COVID. And I always thought I would be like a therapist or some sort of like counselor or something to do, definitely one on one. Like I love one on one work. I love the depth of one on one. So it doesn't really look that different to what I envisioned, but I thought it would be more kind of heavy therapy work, I guess. Again, like I love bringing people out of their shell and bringing them forward. But I suppose I didn't realize again of how it would look in a business. I didn't really know how it could become a business. So although I'm still doing the one-to-one work, which was always like my dream, in terms of actually building a business from it, I guess does look quite different because I didn't really realize what the possibility was to do.
So then, how did you now know what it should look like? Like, you know what I mean? Like when you didn't know what it looked like, what it was supposed to look like. So what were you doing initially? And how did you get the clarity to where you are right now?
So when I came back into the online space, I was doing affiliate marketing. So that was selling other people's products. But what I noticed when I was selling the products was it wasn't their products that I was interested in. I loved the coaching aspect. So I done quite well when I came faceless marketing because although I could hide my face, I was doing talking. So I would like point the phone towards a tree and like just talk at it. So like honestly,
Okay, social media is social media, guys.
literally,
Social
like
with the
I was
tree.
honestly, it was just bonkers. Like I'd be out walking my dog and I'd just record like the park. Like as long as no one could see my face, I felt safe. But so I was talking. People were gravitating towards me quite quickly within that space because that was unusual. Like you were either face forward with digital marketing in that era, or you were faceless and not talking at all. So I was faceless whilst talking very strongly about my passion. But like I said, it wasn't the courses. I kind of felt a bit embarrassed, and that's no disrespect to people that do the courses, but it wasn't what I wanted to do at all. I didn't want to go back to network marketing. I didn't want to sell other people's products. What I completely fell in love with was working one on one with women that, again, had a dream. They came on to do, they came on to buy a course to understand how they can set up a business. That's what they wanted. Like their dream was to be able to make enough money that they could quit their 9 to 5 or be with their kids or travel or whatever it is that they wanted to do. And I loved sitting face to face with a woman and being like, let's do this, but let's make it again you. I've always been about how can we bring you into this? So, like I say, using my voice with Faceless, I was still making it me. It's like, how can we get people to connect with the human in that? Forget about the course because everyone at that time, it was huge. Everyone had the same templates, the same things, the same stories, the same, like it was just thousands of people selling the same thing. So it's like, how can you stand out in the market? How can you bring your personality, your stories, your unique experiences forward? And I just loved it. And I just feel it naturally just, I began to realize how much I love doing it. And I then just stopped selling the courses. It became a natural thing. It was like, I don't even want to do courses anymore at all. So I just started doing one on one coaching
Outside of the network marketing.
outside of the digital marketing. Yeah.
You know what you just told everyone? You just told everyone that you got clarity on what you needed to do and how you needed to do it by executing. The people listening to this or watching this, they are constantly trying to get it right before they now start.
Oh my goodness, I can relate to that. Oh my God. Yeah.
What would you tell them? Please just free them right now, Kayla.
it makes me so angry now. Like when I think of myself, of how much I've held myself back, and I see people, I see my clients when they come to me, they're like, "Oh, I can't share that. I don't," and I'm like, you've got to share it because like, and you just got to do it. And I know it's hard. I so empathize with that. I so empathize that it's hard. But like I say, block everyone, block any negativity. If anyone comes your way, that says a billion times more about them than it does you. Like you're the amazing person that's doing it. Like pat yourself on the back. Like the fact that you get up and you put yourself out there to the public, sharing what you believe in and doing it. Like how dare someone bring you down, you know? So just block them, get them out of your aura and just do it. It's so simple. And I know it's eye rolly and I know you hear it all the time, but you've got to just do it and make yourself uncomfortable. And like you say, execute, just figure it out as well. Things don't have to be like I used to say, like I used an excuse last year, and you would know I would used to say it like in the mastermind calls. I'd be like, "Oh, but I don't have a method, or I don't have that," and it's like, why am I
What
wasting my
method?
time? Like literally, it's like again, I was using an excuse that I didn't have this perfect framework method to move forward. That's the biggest lie. That was keeping myself like again in my comfort little bubble. Just figure things out. And when you actually start doing it and making mistakes, you will then learn very quickly as well. Like the biggest piece of advice is just go out and make mistakes and do it. And you'll start to learn. It will naturally start to come like, okay, over the past 3 months, I've talked about that and that's really worked, or I've loved that. And sometimes you'll think one thing that you love doing it, you might end up hating it. And that's okay. And another thing is as well, sorry, you've got me on a tangent now, but it's like,
No, no, it's a great tangent. Yeah, you're listening for us. Number three,
yeah,
we're listening.
but give yourself permission as well to change your mind. That's a huge thing because I like the shame. I felt so much embarrassment for thinking like, oh, Kayla's changing her mind again. That's how I felt, even though no one cared. Everyone's too busy on their own business to care.
Nobody cares.
Literally, no one cares in the nicest way possible. No one cares. And it's like you get better at your craft the more that you do it. But oh my goodness, I would do a thing like the digital marketing. I kept doing the courses because I thought it's the only thing I could do. Or I kept changing, like having a niche that I didn't love, but I thought that I can't change it because I look unprofessional. You think that you look unprofessional. You think that everyone's judging you. And you think like that you just don't have authority if you do that. It's the biggest crap that you will tell yourself. Give yourself permission to fail, change your mind, follow your soul, like truly follow what's in here. It makes such a difference as well.
I don't know if you all are feeling it, but like as Kayla is talking, you just feel like this fire, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's go. So if people want to feel that fire and work with you and finally come out of their shell, where do they find you? How do you work with them? Tell us that.
So I have always just done one-to-one coaching, and that is my passion. Like this might change in a couple of months, but right now I do one-to-one and oh my goodness, I am in the business with people. Like I am there in the trenches with them. I am like, want to know all about you. I want to know all about what we're building. Like it's a we, like we're building it together. We are working on this together. So I'm on my Instagram. I love connecting with amazing women on Instagram that have passion, that have that drive to do it, you know, that you're ready to take the leap to actually make that scary decision. But I am in the business with them. I am there in the trenches. We are working it out. They are not leaving until they are like showing up as their true, raw, authentic self. That it makes me so happy. I love what I do. I truly love what I do.
We
I'm
can
very lucky.
tell.
I'm glad. I'm very lucky. Like the women that I get to work with are amazing, and I pinch myself. I truly pinch myself that I get to see these women transform in what they love to do. I just think it's a privilege. It's a privilege.
If you're not on video, you are missing out on seeing Kayla's face just brighten up, which is like, I just love working with this. I love it. I love it. This was so great. Thank you for your golden nuggets and just helping to shake people out of their funk of this. Oh, I don't know how I should show up, or all these things that we tell ourselves. And hopefully, you all, by listening to this, maybe this will light some fire on your behind. So you finally take some action. And if you have to block them, block them. I think I'm even going to do some blocking of my own. In fact, the way I see it is I'm saving them. I'm saving them from feeling like, oh, did Kepo actually just say that? Yes, she did. Did Kayla just say that? Yes, she did. And guess what? We all live. And nobody cares. And you know something? Actually, how has it felt now? Now that you're more of yourself and you're showing up more authentically, you're connecting with these people. What has that taught you about the people that you're actually trying to serve? Versus, you know, how when you were kind of hiding behind the screen versus now that you're putting yourself out there and the kinds of people that is connecting you with. What has that taught you anything?
Yeah, like a difference of people that are now connecting because I'm being real. There are people now that weren't really committed, they weren't ready for the transformation. Whereas now women are ready. They're like, I've tried all the things. Like I know I need to really like learn how to bring my own story out in my marketing. So people are ready now to move. And I love it. It's like I like I said, I'm very privileged, yeah, to work with these people that have that passion and drive.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks for gracing us on the Grow With Kepo show. And everyone, if you want to learn more about Kayla and what she does and work with her, the link will be in the show notes and the description. Definitely check her out. She's amazing. And I'm so glad you show your face now because you're so beautiful. It's like, why would you deprive us of this
You're so
beauty?
kind.
No, you're so beautiful. I'm not being kind. I'm just saying it as it is. But okay. Thanks for tuning in to Grow with Kepo. If this episode sparked something for you, subscribe, share it with a friend, and keep growing.